Welcome to the stadium in downtown St. Louis. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the New York Yankees taking on the St. Louis Cardinals. Today's focus is on a bullpen that's been tremendous recently. From the setup arts to the closers, this literally changes outcomes of games, Sidney.
It's been incredible to watch, dude. And once the starters hand over the ball, it's been practical.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about ready to go. Joining the slab in today's game, Andre Palante. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
No doubt about it. He's going to have to put together some consistently good performances in order to bring that ERA down. Now, he's got good stuff. He's just got to be able to have confidence, trust it, and really go after hitters. Not nibble, trust in his stuff, and have late life and miss barrels of bats.
Check. Did he go? Yes, he did.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Went back to the slider, and it was a good idea. So up next, Ellie De La Cruz. There's the strike. Palante, a 6-foot righty. He features a 4-seam fastball, a sinker, a slider, and he occasionally uses a curve. Swings and misses. And it goes 0-2.
Good late sink on that fastball. The hand looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. You often think of sliders more for that horizontal movement, but most of the good ones have both vertical depth and that horizontal movement, and that's what we saw right there. Good drop on the break, and swing over the top. 0-1 down. Swinging a grounder foul first base side. 2 out spaces empty. That one upstairs, ball 1.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone. But
that's 3 straight strikeouts. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Ozzie Smith. That's a strike. 0-1 for count. Line drive, Chisholm. Safe at first as they can't make the play. And here is Lou Brock. That's a ball. Went with the sweeper.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get one out first. It's going to be tough to get 2 with this kind of speed in the batter's box. Well, I'm not saying that thing is easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those small moments can be costly.
Swing and a miss. Down in the dirt. Foul. First and second, no outs. Here in the second game of the series. Swing and a ball popped up. Infield fly called there. Now we check on the St. Louis Cardinals lineup. And one watch, of course, they're 3-hole hitter, Tony Pendleton.
And he's a fun back to watch. I mean, definitely a threat. And then you get that bat in his hands. But for me, it's all about the mechanics. They're so sound. He puts his foot down on time and starts his swing. So much consistency. That bat stays in its own for a long time. And he squirts up the baseball a lot.
Swinging.
It's a good breaking ball there. It's just off the corner where you can't really do much damage, but it's close enough to where you've got to protect. And he just couldn't find a way to fight it all.
Wilson Contreras. In the box now, takes strike 1. Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it. This one popped up, De La Cruz. And that is the third out of the inning. And we're back. Here's some real power at the plate. David Ortiz. Palante back to work. One outside, and it's 1-0. Ortiz launched a pair of homers in his last game. Next offering is foul back. Swing and a miss, and it's 1-2. What's all guy like that guy? You're feeling like you are in command. In the air, left side. Makes the grab. One down. A little drop and drive on that swing. Backside collapsing just a little bit. Not trying to put the ball in the air. And stepping in for the Yankees, Ken Griffey Jr. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-1. Pretty clear to me. He's trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle. Strike two. He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Oh, he's really dialed in, and this offense is going to have to do something. Try to take that number. Maybe it's on the bunt, step out of the box, agitate him a little bit, do something that just changes what's happening right now, because his pace is going to be a long game, so you got to figure it out quickly. There's a swing and a drive. That's down. One hops off the wall. Safely into second. He's got a double. Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced and squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask. We're in scoring position now and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame. Harper on at second with two down. Hard hit left side. Slings it across, and that'll do it. One left for the game. Back here in St. Louis, now it's the right fielder, Alec Burrows.
Right fielder, Alec Burrows.
Foul ball. Swings through that one for strike two. 0-2 now. Goes down looking. Well, he went up there trying to be aggressive, that's for sure. Get at those first two pitches, but clearly that last one fooled him. He could have been sitting on something else entirely, but you want to be able to adjust on 0-2 and at least get a switch when it's in the zone. Maybe choke up, maybe spread out your stance a little bit. You got to get the guy pinned run down, though. He went right after it. Swinging a ground ball. The dive. Nice stop. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Nolan Gorman. Really strong hitting performance recently. Batting notes at 300 so far this month. 0-1, no play. Next offering is in for a strike. Man at first, one away. That one outside, and that's ball three. Next offering is foul back. Out of bounds right side to Elliott, second for one. Back to first, double play. Nice job getting over, and that ends the inning. One out in the inning, but nothing more. And a two here at Boys Stadium. We're tied, 0-0. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Devers with some impressive production lately. Late on that fastball. You don't see it at the major league level unless you can string together consistently solid performances. Right now, he's showing us why he's lasted in the big leagues. Got him looking. Now 5 strikeouts for him in the match. Some down strikes on just 4 pitches that time, and this was just classic East-West pitching brew, and that's not as common these days. They went in, away, in, and then back away for the call for a strike, and that kind of pitching makes it tough on you as a hitter to know where to look, especially with 2 strikes. And the count is 0-2. Spin rate's outstanding on that fastball. Really tough to hit. In the air, fairly deep to right field. Wilson moving under this one. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. Out number 2. So the batting order turns over. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Popped up to the left. In the foul ground. He's there. He's got it. And that'll do it. Back here at Busch Stadium. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. And now the center fielder, Marcus Snootball. Swinging a foul out of play. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton. 2 strikes. Ripped to third and caught. It's never dug out after hitting the line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. So when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control. And he lays down a bunt. Piazza gets it to first. One attempt doesn't work. They get the out. Lubrock now at the plate. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Makes the catch, inning over. Offense held. Welcome back, as we take a check at the current standings. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Makes the catch for the out. That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up. Buxton stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. One out, base is empty. The pitch behind with that swing. It's strike 1. About to shut up. Swing to the middle. He's been able to go inside as well as outside, effectively working both sides of the plate and miss it back. And he's swinging and misses. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. So 2 down now, and here is David Ortiz. And that one fouled off. 4th inning underway, no score. Foul ball there. Close, but call the ball. Gonna count 1-2.
No, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
That one got close. And now it's 3-2. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Three balls, 2 strikes to count. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Herrera Herrera brings it in for the third out. Nothing doing for the offense that time. And midway in the fourth, no score. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Just missed. That one way outside, and that's ball two.
Have 2 voice messages and 3 saved messages. New message.
Hey, Julian, this is Anthony with Amazon Security. I'm the one there. This is very beginning here. I just wanted to say welcome aboard to our Amazon Security. Welcome to the GM. I'm actually reaching out to you is because the HR department is trying to get you on payroll, and they sadly you have not even started your onboarding paperwork. Now, a couple things is we're trying to get you started as soon as tomorrow, and they pay training. But I can't get you started tomorrow until the onboarding is done this week. Now, sorry to do it. I just the legal text message so we get this message. If you don't get it, unfortunately, if you don't get it done by this evening, I can't start you tomorrow. I'd have to start you on Monday. That's better for you. But anyway, just let me know, okay? You can text me, call me back, whichever works best for you. 626-547-3142. Thank you, sir.
To replay this message, press 1. To delete, press 7. To save, press 9. For more options, press 6. To replay this message, press 1. To forward this message, press 2. To hear the message header information, press 5. To delete from 16265473142 received yesterday at 1:20 p.m. To replay this message, press 1. To delete.
The pitch. And grounds one to the right side. Chisholm. One out in the bottom of the fourth. Now Michael's and the sweeper is at the plate. McGuire goes 6 feet 5 inches, 245 pounds, and he's a former Rookie of the Year. Sends it to first, and that quickly to away. Here's Contreras now. There's a strike.
If I'm at the dish right now, I am aggressive on this part of the plate because he's been filling up the strike zone. So you know you're going to get a good pitch to hit. And as nasty as the stuff is, you might as well take all 3 swings.
This one could be trouble. Around first, running for 2. The throw into second, and that's a double.
Couldn't time it up any better than that. Nice line drive to the full side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend your baseball and look at the thing around you like that. Now let's see if they can go up the first run of the game.
So, second to go. And now the right fielder, Burleson. Bob looking his first time up.
Well, they're looking to get on the board first here after that clutch 2-out double makes it seem interesting.
High ground ball against this time. Contreras headed home. He's safe, but it's 1-0.
I mean, they're ready to look at there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch.
Swinging a ball drill, center field. And he makes the catch. And that is that. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's now 1-0. This is Yankees baseball on the show, LIC. Welcome back. Like the pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Bunting back to work. Close but called a ball. And that is ball one.
You know, these Yankees just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They have guys in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet. Swing and a miss. It's 2-2. Well, in the second quarter, you have to commit to what you think you see, and you guessed wrong right there. Nasty sliding with just terrific height at the end.
That one ripped. And foul ball. That's a laser base hit. And a good start to the inning. Here comes Bryce Harper. Doubled in his first AB. And fouled off. Runner takes off. Pitching for a strike. Throws and see. And the tying run is now in scoring position.
You know, nights like this when it seems harder to score, I like the call to put them in motion and try to steal the base. Ball's not carrying, no home runs so far, so trying to manufacture some offense like this may be the way to go.
And it's second. And he's left base. Making 7 strikeouts for him. John King into the game.
Still a lot of game left. And this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get to the third lots and try to help carry this lead into the innings.
Action in the St. Louis bullpen. Kyle Levy, the young right-hander, up and throwing. Now 1-1.
One ball, one strike.
And that one fouled off. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Junior, the runner at second with one away. Swinging a ground ball up the middle. Smith over the first in time. Piazza out the play.
Good fade and sinking action. Got that hit in the right.
Devers now struck out looking his first time. Hit in the air, center field. Newbar moves under it. He's got it. And that's the third out. The Yanks lead 1. They're down 1-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now, Nolan Gordon. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
Man, that's just a nasty splitter. Bottom falls out of it. Let's see a lot of guys throw that these days, but I tell you what, he's got a good one.
And that one fouled off. Got him swinging. And the batter now, Lars Speedball. And it's a breaking ball that drops in there.
Probably the best one we have seen. Going where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
No play, that's an infield single.
Well, from the time you're a little leaguer, you're taught to hustle out of the box and give it a full sprint through the base, regardless of how you hit it. And he didn't make great contact, but the effort was there, and he earns the base hit.
Runner takes off. Swing and a miss. runner is safe. Runner at second here, one gone. That one to first, Ortiz takes it to the bag, steps on first, and it's out number 2. So digging in, Lou Brock, 1 for 2. That one finds the zone, 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Right through there for a strike. A bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
2 outs and a runner at third. Last half of inning number 5. Ortiz, the underhand flip, and very nicely done for the out. The Cards lead 1, but they lead it 1-0. And we're back. Stepping in the long ball threat, Shohei Ohtani.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
Move into the bullpen for the Cardinals, Ryan Fernandez. Up and loosening in the pen, Liberator getting cranked up as well. Yeah, swing and a miss.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
That one miss.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
That misses the zone, and it's a full count.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up
Swing, still that's a strike.
So that slider down and away, it's just kind of a smart. The 2 strikes you're looking at the 10, and when you look at the plate, you know you're committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to take it down.
Now it's the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. One down, base is empty. And he hops in for a strike. Ground ball right side, Gorman. Over to first. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th.
Good onside run to that same side hitter right there. Very difficult to put that ball in the air. It just pours in on the hands.
Ellie De La Cruz stepping in now for the Yankees. And that's hammered into right field. That's a base hit. So a 2 out knock keeps the inning alive. Here's Byron Buxton. 0 for 2 in this one. Swing and miss, and he was fooled.
Well, in this situation, the hitter knows that he's got to find a pitch that he can drive in order to drive in that tying run all the way from first base. So if he can't do that, keep the line moving for a walk or just a base hit. But you've got to stay within yourself.
With the go-ahead run at the plate, and we're the top half of the 6th. Swing and a miss, and he is down with strikes for the 3rd straight at bat. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. Heart of the order, 3 from 5 coming up. It's the Cardinals 1 and the Yankees nothing. Let's check out some notable Cy Young candidates so far this year. And first offering is fouled off.
Qué rica mi vaquita. Que tiene ganas de que se peñe.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Fights that one away. The count remains 0-2. To the right side. Jazz tosses the first. One away, bottom of the sixth. And next is the Cardinals' four-hitter, Mark McGwire. Foul ball. Base is empty, one away, here in the bottom of the sixth. Next offering is in for a strike. 0-2. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Now batting, designated hitter.
Right there for a strike. A little out front there as he swings through it. Just an outstanding job of spinning the baseball, moving it around, doing what he does. He goes down looking. Now, Alec Burleson. Check swing, and he went strike one.
0-1.
Comes up empty, that's strike two.
No ball, two strikes.
Popped up. And it falls. Coming home. The throw in. Keeps in from the basic that second. Puts himself up around the end. He clearly didn't catch what's going on the behind the back. Just kind of muscled it out there. On the mound, it can be pretty frustrating for a pitcher, but you just kind of have to expect those to drop in there sometimes. Yeah, that's fouled off. Line drive, makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Cards on the board with this double. It's now a Welcome back for the second. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Now they're Liberatore.
And one thing on him, he's been really good this season at keeping the ball in the ball. Not an easy guy to take deep.
The Yankees looking to rally. That one foul. That one is absolutely belted into the gap.
You love to see those guys hungry and make it blow right there. It's an excellent dive and catch. You can absolutely tell he was all in and tracking that ball down.
That one fouled off. Drilled into the air, high and deep right field. That's back. And that one is out of here. A gigantic blast. His 52nd home run of the season, and they're on the board. It's 2-1. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's pretty dangerous at the pitch right now.
That one ripped. And it's off the wall. Now he'll turn for second. The relay. And he's sinking. It's a wall ball double. And up next for New York, Mike Piazza. He's found that a couple of times. Swing and line drive base hit into left field. Heading for the plate. He'll score easily. The relay throw. He's going to get him. He's in there.
Well, there you go, the RBI machine.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And next for New York, outfield never. Swings and pulls it foul to the right side. Grounded to Gorman. Gorman goes on to first. And Devers is set down.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Rips out of line. And it hits the face of the wall. In comes the run from third. And they take the lead in the seventh. To second, pulls him off the bag.
Well, thirdly, he was ready to hit right there. Put a very nice swing on that pitch right there. Got one to drive and just kept it clear down that right field line and into the corner. And it's almost impossible to track those down as an outfielder.
And that is that. Bottom of the seventh, now up for St. Louis, Nolan Gorman. And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-1.
Well, having put up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Got him. He picks up his fifth strikeout on the hill. Here's the center fielder, Lars Speakball. And that is out of play.
Dahl certainly doing his very best out there on the mound to bring that win streak to a halt. This is the type of hitter his club wants at the plate, especially playing from behind. He's hoping to start a rally right here.
And there's two down. Ozzie Smith next up for the Cardinals. That's in there. It's 0-1. The shortstop takes the ball, holding out to a one-run lead here at the bottom of the seventh. The 1-1 is fouled off. Up the middle, De La Cruz fires over to first. Number 3. All set. Left-hander out of the bullpen. Joe Romero. Just trying to keep this one close here. This is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game. That missed by a lot. 1-0. That one drifts inside. Two count, great hitter at the dish. If you're going to miss, you got to miss outside the zone. You miss inside the strike zone, you'll be asking the umpire for a new baseball. Not even close there. Ball 3. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate. It won't be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at-bat turns out. On the ground, out to short. Smith over the first in time. First out in the top of the 8th. Byron Buxton stepping in now for the Yankees. 3 strikeouts already. He's 0 for 3. That's outside. Ball 1. And he hits a ground ball right side. Nice ground. But it leaves the throw. On the money. Nice play. David Ortiz will hit the first. And remember, he was absolutely robbed of a base hit last time up. Can't glove it cleanly. Still finds a way to get off the throw. And the Yanks go quiet. Bottom of the inning. And here is Lou Brock. That's in for a strike. Trying to keep good speed off the bases. Little chopper rolls foul. Cut on and lifted in the air. Brings it in. And there's one down. That's a tough play for the infielder. Darren Booth. Hopefully our players trying to tighten things up a little bit. Number 41 finds the zone. And it's 1-1. Fought off foul. It's in and out of his glove. And it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Mark McGuire. Swinging a foul straight back. Swinging a foul back, that's out of play. No signs of wavering on the mound here in the 8th. He's looking rock solid so far. That's too low. And the count 1-2. Stays alive. Fouls it off, still 1-2. 5 foul balls in this at-bat so far, and these two are going head-to-head. You can see the crowd. They're starting to get into it a little bit more and more each pitch, even though there hasn't been a ball in play. Oh, great stop. Fires to first, and they get the out. Nothing doing there for St. Louis. They've got it 3-2. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Kyle Leonhardt. It's pretty exciting game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is. Here's the left fielder, Ken Griffey Jr. He's settling out of here in the 7th. Yeah, big moment in this game as well. There's a great swing, and one of the reasons why they're out in front and looking to add on right here. And that one hammered, going back. Up against the rope, and brings it in. So here is Bryce Harper. Drove it off the wall last time, just missed out on a home run. And first offering is fouled off. Now a screamer into the outfield. Corrals it, and there's 2 down. That was just a great jump and route to the ball. Well, it had to be. If he was going to cover all that ground and bring in that sinking liner, that's the way it had to be done. Nice job. He swings and fouls one off. Not looking like they'll be adding any insurance runs heading to the bottom of the 9th, so it's going to be on the bullpen to hold this lead. Check swing, call it strike. This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get in swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
Ball one there. Rarely when you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out. Two outs. Swung on, belted. That one's deep. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. He's in with a double, and that's his second double of the night. Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Really good swing right there. He gets the intentional walk here, and now avoids at any base with 2 gone. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. Well, it doesn't get much easier with this next batter, but I totally understand going with the intentional walk in that spot. He's just too dangerous at the plate right now, and there's a base open, so it gives you options defensively to get it out. And it's 1-1. Coloring and Mitch hits a strikeout, and that is the inning. Yankees strand a pair, and it remains a 3-2 ball game. Back here in St. Louis, we head to the bottom of the ninth, and now the DH, Wilson Contreras. Clase, back to work. Ball one, no strikes. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
1 ball, 1 strike.
That fouled off. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Blew the express right by his back for strike 3. Don't see it more commonly in the sport these days, but man, a triple-digit fastball blown right by someone is still pretty icy to witness. I mean, you got to be geared up and ready to swing it when a guy like this comes out of the bullpen, because that fastball, it eats, and if you're not ready, you're going to be walking back to the dugout. Just missed the inside corner, and the count is 1-2. Got him swinging for the strikeout. And they're down to their last out. And now it's Ivan Herrera. There's the strike. Dangerous spot for that slider right there. Didn't seem to quite finish out fine. Get that sharp break. Tell you what, he doesn't want to throw that pitch again. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Trying to close out a 1-run lead. And the home team trying to pull it out. Battling here as he fouls it away. I would throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just had a hard time catching up. The Redbirds down to their final strike. Foul ball still a 1-2 count. Shootout, nobody on. And that's way high. And the count's even at 2. And that is the ball game.
A real nice performance out of the pen. This guy is not the one who usually gets the final out, but extended his role a little bit and helped his team get the win. He got the save. Nice job.
3-2 the final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.
Listen, I'm back on the road again, been popping them. This might be my demise. Too many